for me, the importance of your whatever led you into the service that you are creating or wanting to create, or the product, whatever that thing is, allowing that spark to be the anchor to what you're doing, because that thing that you're working on and that you're creating is going to mold itself and change and develop over time. You are going to change and develop and evolve over time. However, that thing in the industry and whatever you're in is also going to. And with that thing that got you into it, with all of these changes, all this chaos happening around, being able to ensure that whatever led you, whatever fueled you to get in is there still. Now, the lesson to remain anchored in the weight of your spark and whatever you are creating, service, project, product, whatever it is, I feel like at times we need to unlearn, to learn, and to come back to whatever that spark is and whatever that looks like and feels like for us. Because at times we can become dissociated, at least I have, and having to, because it's a journey, it's not linear. Our journeys within whatever we're doing in our lives, whatever season in our lives that we are all in, it can feel and look different for everybody. And whatever that spark is, whatever gets us, sometimes it can be clouded by the external factors, and we lose our sense of selves. And being able to do what we can to recreate ourselves and find that sometimes is the key. I feel I'm in the middle of this journey, okay, in the middle of the journey of having to recreate myself, and now no longer feeling completely in alignment with how I was showing up as an entrepreneur, as a creator. It just doesn't feel in alignment with anymore. And that's okay, because I did at the time. There was integrity in the moments, everything that I do. And at times when I don't feel integrity, I do shut down and have to kind of be in that hermit mode and just kind of reflect and revamp in whatever way that looks like. And then knowing like who I am right now, I do not resonate with a lot of the stuff that I put out, as in terms of like, I'm glad that it's out there. However, the person that I am right now, I don't want to continue going the way I was. But what does the front look like? What does the journey look like? It's not linear, but it is mine, and I get to decide. And the way, as far as like how to show up moving forward, it does look and feel different. It feels a bit more free. It feels more free, and it's not super structured, and I don't feel like I'm in a box. There's this resistance, huge resistance towards niching down or having to have like where before I was like focused on the numbers and strategies, and that's just exhausting for me right now. I don't know if anybody can relate, but that is something that I've been really wanting to create content around, that issue, where it's like, can other people relate? Like, I'm not trying to be negative. I'm just like, it's tiring. And with everything that's advancing, like the AIs and the fear of like it taking over, and things not really being as real and authentic, but you just never know. And it's like doing what feels good for us and being able to put that out. I feel like that's what we really need to start promoting more. And the last thing I want to say is wanting to create content on whatever I want to. Wanting to create whatever. There's so many things that I've already have created over time, and I still want to create impact and inspiration and entertainment. I want to create so much. There's projects, there's products, there's different types of services that I would love to create and put out there. And knowing that, you know what, I get to do it. And life is way too short to be sitting and waiting for things to be a certain way before being able to show up within that version of myself that I do truly see myself in. But there's that fear there, the imposter syndrome there. Am I worthy? Am I enough? Will people accept me in this new space? I feel like when trying something different, I have lost like followers and subscribers from showing up in a more spiritual way. And then I've gained some too. And it's like looking at the numbers where it's like, okay, I'm getting all these subscribers and these followers, and that's amazing with this new, with me expressing the spiritual side of me with the cards and the crystals and That's amazing. That feels great. But that's not all I want to post. I don't want to just be a tarot reader. I don't want to just be, let's say, a TV reviewer or being just somebody who creates this motivational speaking videos. Like, I don't want to just talk about business. I don't want to just do one thing. I just want to be myself and create content and be able to have services where if people do want to work with me, you have that option. Do have the option to select products or purchase products that I've created, have project. I want to be able to, I feel like when trying something different, I have lost like followers and subscribers from showing up in a more spiritual way. And then I've gained some too. And it's like looking at the numbers where it's like, okay, I'm getting all these subscribers and these followers, and that's amazing with this new with me expressing the spiritual side of me with the cards and the crystals, and that's amazing. That feels great. But that's not all I want to post. I don't want to just be a tarot reader. I don't want to just be, let's say, a TV reviewer or being just somebody who creates this motivational speaking videos. Like, I don't want to just talk about business. I don't want to just do one thing. I just want to be myself and create content and be able to have services where if people do want to work with me, you have that option. Do have the option to select products or purchase products that I've created, have project. I want to be able to, and with everything happening within the online space, as far as so many more creators coming out there and putting out their work and doing that self-expression, which is so beautiful and I'm here for. That's what it's about. So many people being able to express themselves, and we need that more now than ever for so many people to show up authentically as they are, really. But a lot of it does seem like the more people, the more saturated it can seem, where it's like your content, the value, the time, the energy that you're putting out there may not have as much attention, as much focus as you're dropping these videos and products or projects that you're advertising, whatever it is, like you may not get as much love. And knowing, like, try not to let that discourage you, because as long as that one person sees it, or however many, like, that's what really matters. Being able to put your product and your service and your projects, whatever it is that you're advertising and really doing as a way to express yourself, that's powerful, and definitely continue to do that. When it comes to monetizing, I feel like that's something that you don't always have to monetize everything that you're putting out. You don't have to share everything that you're doing. You don't have to. You get to do and share whatever you want. And there's this pressure, like everybody's becoming a creative, or, everybody's doing it. And yeah, a lot of people are doing it, which is beautiful as their way of showing their creative expression. And yeah, there's certain things that become a bit more saturated than others because so many people are into it and interested in it. And how do you stand out? You stand out by being yourself. That's how. Not allowing the pressures within the industry to do things in a certain way. Because if you're doing things everybody else is doing, you're not going to be able to stand out. So remembering to be yourself. That's the end of my TED Talk, but I really wanted to just put all of this together because it's something that I really want to share and talk about. It's something that I feel like I've personally been processing over time these past few weeks, few months. Yeah, it's been an interesting journey for sure when it comes to entrepreneurship, because I was that person that felt the desperation of feeling like I need to follow what everybody else is doing that is a bit more successful than I am. And doing that, but also losing myself within the process. And I'm learning so many great strategies, and I'm so grateful. Sometimes I look back and wish that when I first, let's say, began my YouTube channel, for example, that I just continued to do I was just doing what I loved. And then I got caught up, like, oh my gosh, I can be a coach. Oh my gosh, I need to do things in a certain way. And I lost track of my own spark, and I'm gaining